The drama that these fellas talk about, they wouldn't even be there if they just listened to you, man.
I've listened to your show a few times. I'm not from here, but you're pretty dead on how women are.
Get in, get off, get out. That's my motto. Don't be stuck with one girl too long because they're nothing but headaches and problems.
I finish a household job when she can finish an intellectual conversation with me. I completely agree with the guy who you just spoke with.
Oh, you're an idiot, too.
No, I'm a human being.
Oh, a human being. I see.
Hi, Tom. I love you.
As well you should, darling.
You're awesome.
Thank you.
Okay, so what are we talking about?
I don't know. I'll tell you what. Buy a radio. Call me back. Let's say hello to Angelina on the Tom Leykis show.
I don't believe in defending a girl's honor. She's just going to, try and use it, manipulate the situation, to...
By the way, if a chick is getting boned by me, she has no honor anyway. There's nothing to defend. That went out the window a long time ago with her undies.
Yeah.
My husband listens to your radio station. Every time he comes home after listening to your radio station, he's like in a bad mood all the time.
He must enjoy it. He listens all the time.
Oh, no, I don't know what it is. You're just brainwashing him somehow, and I don't like that.
Give me a list of the other countries you've traveled to.
I've traveled to San Francisco. I've traveled to Las
San Francisco.
Vegas.
What country is that?
What?
I said what other countries have you traveled to, and Canada and Mexico don't count.
Oh, Texas.
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 It's my favorite country.
Austin.
Now, listen to... How about you answer the question I'm asking? What other countries have you been to besides Canada and Mexico and the United States?
Well, not yet, but we will.
What other countries are on the list?
Well, I would like to go to?
Yeah.
I'd like to go to New York.
New York, that's a great country. Rather than having just one, I've got a whole roster.
Why do you need a whole
It's like the Taxi Squad. And they're called the Taxi Squad because when I'm done banging them, I give them money for a taxi. Guys don't need to be in relationships. They don't.
Some guys do. Some guys do.
Yeah, blind guys. I imagine Stevie Wonder needs someone to dress him every day. I understand.
It's a great place, but you got to be clear about what you're saying sometimes. Like, if you're going to say, I'm off to the gym, sort of make it clear whether it's the GYM or the JI. And if you say you're off to Dave & Buster's, it might be you're off to Dave & Bust one, but it's just be a little more clear. That's really the only thing you got to worry about.
Edward on the Tom Leykis show with our screener, Dino. Hello.
Hello, sweetheart. Looking forward to having you here. Sweet little Dean in his tight blue jeans. Oh, my God. I have a question, sweetheart. Which section are you moving to?
I'm moving north of Santa Monica Boulevard. So
North of?
Yes. Closer to Fountain.
Oh, fantastic. We'll have you down. It'll be wonderful. We're all looking forward to giving you your first time, long time.
Oh, my gosh. This is going to be amazing. This is... Edward, I can't tell you how happy I am that you're spreading the love like this. Tell all your friends.
We're looking forward to spreading you, darling.
From a fallout shelter in Hollywood, it's the Tom Leykis Show.
Oh, my God.
And now, here he is, Tom Leykis.
Thank you for tuning into the Tom Leykis Show. This is where America gets together to talk about the issues you really care about. It's a different kind of a radio talk program. We're the radio talk show that is not hosted by a right-wing wacko or a convicted felon. No! I am your host. Write down our telephone number. You're going to need it. It's 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866. Wide open telephones on the Tom Leykis Show here at 1-800-5800-TOM. It's 1-800-5800-866. Peter, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Peter.
How you doing, Tom?
How you doing?
You are the man, and you're also a psychic.
How so?
Well, you predicted that
Katie Couric was going to be off the air, off CBS, and it's happening.
Well, I told you that would never work.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's amazing how people who are paid a lot more money than I am would think that that would work.
Yeah, it's completely true what you said, and I agreed with you then, and it's, I think she's going off the air, what?
No, they have not said that. In fact, CBS has said the exact opposite. In a carefully worded statement, they said that there were no plans to ask her to leave the air, which leaves it open, of course, for her to say that she needs to spend more time with her family or more time researching colon cancer or whatever it is. They're going to have some press release eventually that will say that she's voluntarily decided to spend more time with her kids. Yeah, come on. I mean, the Wall Street Journal reported this.
Yeah.
But the fact is that Katie Couric has had the lowest rated newscast now for over a year.
I agree.
And she's had the lowest rated newscast because she spent all those years being perky and puffy on the Today Show. Nobody thinks of her as a news person, and it doesn't matter if she has journalistic credentials, doesn't matter how hard she works to appear to have journalistic credentials. The bottom line is she spent over a decade on the Today Show being perky and puffy and, you know,
I agree,
toothy.
Tom. I totally agree.
So, you know, it doesn't really matter. She could have the best journalistic credentials in the world. But, you know, after you spent your time interviewing Enrique Iglesias and the latest person get kicked off Survivor, you can't then go on and anchor the evening news. You can't.
You're the man, Tom.
All right. Thank you, Peter.
Pull me up.
Here you go, baby. Yeah, I know I'm employed by CBS, but we tell the truth about everybody. And, all right, they gave it a shot, but come on. Come on. What are you going to do next? You take, you take Mary Hart of Entertainment Tonight, make her anchor the evening news. Come on, there's just certain people that just would not work. It doesn't matter how smart they are, no matter how educated they are. You spend 10 or 15 years doing one perfy, poofy thing on TV, and then that's what you are. You are pigeonholed. You've just done that. You know, that would be like me coming on and anchoring Eyewitness News after years of calling people bitches and hoes on the radio. It's not going to happen. I'm sure you'd tune in the first couple of nights, just like Katie Couric. I'm sure you'd tune in. And now the news. Who's that bitch reporter we have out there? Bring her in. Look at those knockers. Fantastic. Here's today's weather forecast. Outstanding. Oh, come on. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Ryan. Ryan's listening to us on our online stream from Seattle on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Dad.
Hello, son.
Hey, how you doing, Tom?
Doing great.
Hey, I think 2 weeks ago you did a show about this guy pretending the producers of that show from HBO. What's that show again?
I don't know what you're talking about.
That's Entourage show.
Entourage, yes.
Yeah. And then...
All about some guy was apparently going around Hollywood saying he was Doug Ellen, the creator of Entourage.
Right. And then, and you say you're proud of him, and then how come you get upset when people using your name on MySpace that pretend...
It's not a matter of getting upset. I'm doing the same thing with those people as Doug Ellen is doing with the imposter who's been pretending to be him. I'm employing a big law firm to go after them, and they'll all be vanquished. And many of them have already heard from my people. There have now been 40 different fake websites from MySpace shut down. We're also going after all the people using my service marks like Leykis 101 and Flash Friday and Tom Leykis and their advertising. They've been hearing from my attorneys as well.
Wow. So are they gonna go to jail when you guys...
No, it's not a crime. These are all civil actions.
Oh, okay.
But they're all going to pay me whatever profits they've earned, I'll tell you that.
Nice, Tom.
That's where it's going. Anybody who pretends to be me will ultimately pay. And that's okay. Keep it up, folks, because I'm going to get you eventually.
I see it.
There's one guy on the Internet right now claiming that he is an authorized teacher of the tenets of Leykis 101, and he's charging people.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying now.
Right.
So you're upset about people making money using your name.
No, I'm also upset about people getting on MySpace pretending to be me and then either picking up chicks or saying nasty things to people and claiming to be me.
Yeah,
so we're going to stop them from doing that.
Good work, Tom. So,
Why, thank you.
I'm a long-time listener, first-time caller, and I've been listening since you got on Seattle here. Now they kick you out of here, and I hope you're coming back soon here.
Well, you have to call your local station, let them know.
All right, can you take me out? Do you still have that Fox News guy?
Oh, Bill Vitka style.
Bill Vitka and African tribal style, please.
Well, let's see what we have here. Here we go.
Fox News Radio, I'm Bill Vitka. I'm Bill Vitka, and just a second, I apologize for this, but I'm just a little, I really apologize for this, as a matter of fact. There actually is a newscast here, but...
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. Leykis. 1-800-5800-866.
You're the biggest Latino I know, bro. you like soccer, you would be a complete Latino, but that's another topic.
It's the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show at 1-800-5800-TOM. And we continue with your telephone call. Andrew on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, how you doing?
I'm doing okay, Andrew. Andrew, do you know Mark McGuire?
No, I know Mark McGuire. No.
Because I read in a story that he took Andrew, and I was wondering if that was you.
Nah, it's Andrew.
Oh.
Yeah, I just moved to California, Long Beach, California.
Oh, I see.
Man, I'm from New York City. And
that 24 seconds. It only took 24 seconds to tell us he was from New York City.
And I love your show, man. I just straight love it. I think you got the best show from the West Coast to East Coast, man. Nobody talks like you for real. You got the best show.
Well, thank you.
And I moved to. Hello?
Yeah, I'm right here.
Yeah, I moved to California, and I got stuck, dealing with a female and had a baby and everything.
Oh boy, shoot me now.
Yeah, that's how it is, man.
Oh boy.
Yeah, I got a 9-month-old baby, and it was just a
what? Wait. You have a what?
A 9-month-old baby.
A 9-month-old baby?
Yeah, 9-month baby. Yeah.
Oh, a 9-month-old baby. Okay.
9 months. Yeah, 9 months old. And I just came by. I just came just for to do some carpentry work. I was working with a company called International Bank Builders, and next thing you know, I met her, and whip, bang, bang. That's what happened.
Bang, bang, bang without a condom, bang.
Yeah, exactly. And so now when I heard your show, it's like, oh man, unbelievable.
Yeah, they don't have the balls to have a show like this in New York.
No, they don't.
They like to think they have balls in New York, but they would never put this show on for any period of time.
Unbelievable. I love it. I just got to say, I love your show, and, keep up the good work, and just straight dissing everybody who you could diss, man. You know what I'm saying? Just ESPN and all of them. crack on everybody, man. Just do what you got to do, man.
Don't worry, I will.
Your opinion is up high, because I'm definitely going to give you all the ratings you need. I definitely got your back.
I love it.
I got your back.
Love it.
I be hearing everybody talking about this Kobe and all this other stuff. Just take me out Kobe style. I love it. Just take me out Kobe style.
All right, here it comes.
This is about us. She's so special to me. Yeah, it beats in my heart. Yeah, the air I breathe. She's so special to me.
1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Let's say hello here to Bob on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
Hey, what's going on, Tom?
Not much, Bob.
Hey, I'm a short-time listener, first-time caller, but I just want to give you a call because I remember your segment a couple weeks ago on the ball-busting bitches, and then I have to experience this in a quote-unquote intellectual place of thought. I'm on the debate team, and we were trying to bring people into the debate team for a big conference to get people to join it. And they were saying, what's a good topic we should have? And I brought up the topic that we should have, has feminism hurt America? Because it's a topic I wanted to talk about. Hello?
Yeah?
Oh, I'm sorry. Okay, so I brought in the topic, and then my teacher's like, well, we don't feel that that's really appropriate and all this other stuff. And I said, why? Why is it not appropriate enough? And all my teachers, all three of my coaches are feminists. Complete. That's why I brought them up. Because every step along the way that they have tried telling me and like hampering my actual ideas that I want to write down, speeches I've wanted to give about my theories about marriage and about the economic dependencies of children and all this other stuff and about women's, like all this stuff that I've ever wanted to write about. They've told me no. They've told me I had to write different speeches. And when it came down to this debate, I wasn't allowed to do it, and I kept asking why, and they couldn't give me a real opinion. And on top of that, I said I would take the opposing viewpoint. I would take the viewpoint of someone defending feminism.
I love that, and they still wouldn't buy it.
No, I said they know exactly how I feel. They know what I stand for. And I said, listen, I will stand to defend feminism just so this topic can be talked about. And they still wouldn't give it to me.
You know, I haven't been doing much of this in the last few years. I think it's time for me to start speaking on college campuses because they're the most politically correct places on earth. Can you imagine how we could be causing World War III by being invited by various student groups to speak at university campuses?
I think that'd be the greatest thing in the world.
Not to mention all the chicks I could pick up. I mean, this is the perfect crime.
This is it. That's where you need to be.
Absolutely. I'm going to put out the word now. I'm going to start making myself available to speak on college campuses for the proper honorarium, of course.
Oh, definitely.
I'm ready to go. Imagine I could come up with some great topics of conversation. Ball-busting bitches. Do they belong on campus? We could come up with some other ones. Bitches and hoes. Why is the Disney Channel creating a new generation of bitches and hoes? You come up with a whole list. This would be a whole topic. You know, if I spoke on college campuses, what would be some of my subject material, some of my course material? I mean, as it is, I'm a professor, so I should be out on campus.
Yeah, it makes perfect sense. You are a professor.
Yeah. Well, that is pretty outrageous, Bob. I'm glad you reported in from the field there because, you know, I'm amazed at the number of feminist classes and the number of guys who are just tortured now on college campuses.
It's pretty horrific. And the whole ordeal is that I don't want to quit. I want to keep trying every step of the way to make as much noise be heard so one day I can do something I want to do. And I want people to hear these topics.
Well, you need to get the other guys on campus together. You need to find the other guys. Maybe you need to become an accredited organization there on campus. And then when you guys have a big enough organization, you can invite your professor to come speak to you.
That's what, you know, I'm going to work on that. I'm going to do that. A man who likes organization and leadership.
Imagine if I was on that campus speaking out about some of the debate club organizers and the feminist professors. Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that'd be the greatest thing in the world.
Yeah.
Oh, man. You're a great person, Tom.
Well, thank you for that, Bob. Keep me informed.
Oh, I will. Can I go out travel cell?
You certainly can. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. It's Chad on the Tom Leykis show. Hello.
What's going on, Tom?
Not much, Chad.
I want to ask you how you are, because I know you're doing great.
Yes.
Hey, we need to go back from a couple days ago with your topic about the Pope here in New York.
Yes.
You know, I'm in California, but then I turn the news on again, hoping to get rid of it, and we have a taxi cab fire. You know, wait, they're thinking it's a terrorist threat now that we have a taxi cab fire on a street?
Where was this?
Out there in New York. They're talking about the taxi cab fire. Now they're thinking it was because the Pope's going to be in town.
Are you kidding me?
I don't understand.
It's probably just one of the taxi drivers. His stench went on fire.
You know, exactly. You know, and I have a question. I don't understand how this could be a religion when half these guys are pedophiles. And they're molesting and raping people.
Well, I'm amazed that the Catholic Church thinks it has the moral authority to tell others what to do when they allow their own priests to molest altar boys, and they just pretty much let it ride.
And here's a question for you. I know you have a good answer for this one. How would one man want to become a priest when he can never marry, date? Well, I know about your marriage thing, but, I mean, he can't even date a woman.
Maybe he wants to do altar boys.
I don't know, man. It's just something different from me.
It's the perfect crime.
I guess it is. And
you take the vow of celibacy, and then you ask the altar boys to bend over.
Yeah, then you're protected. They're protected pretty much.
That's right.
You know, and they get paid to do it. Oh, my goodness. Anyway, I wanted to vent a little bit about that whole situation out there.
Well, you know where the priests live, right? They don't call it a rectory for nothing.
Oh, my goodness. Yeah, most of my family is Catholic, except for my actual immediate family. And
you know, you know where they study to become priests? In the seminary.
In the seminary.
This is like an inside joke among all the priests.
Exactly, and these poor, I don't know what to say. These poor guys, I mean, they can't date and bang women.
I don't think they want to.
I guess. I mean, I don't know. Yeah, you're right. Oh, well, I just wanted to vent a little bit.
My goodness, what a perfect scenario for a pedophile.
Yeah?
Just like every pedophile, you say, oh, yes, I don't believe in having sex. That's wrong. Mm-hmm.
It's their dream come true, I guess.
Yeah.
And what can we do about it?
Yeah, by the way, you know who used to be a seminary student? I don't know if you know who I'm talking about, but I'll tell you. You know, used to be a seminary student, that Bernie Ward, that talk show host up in San Francisco.
Not familiar with him, but he must be a pervert.
He has been arrested and charged with, what was it? It was pedophilia? Is that what it was? He had, supposedly, according to the authorities, he had photographs of what were purported to be 13-year-olds, and he claimed in some of his text messages that he had watched his son having sex with some other boy. And I mean, the guy used to be a seminary student.
I can't figure it out. I mean,
first you get the seminary, and then you go to move into the rectory.
What's scary? How many more priests are out there? And you know, and you go into confession, and you're telling, you know, these men are probably going to this confession and talking about their problems, and who knows what that priest is doing behind those closed doors?
Well, let me tell you. Those confessionals, do they have glory holes in them? What's the deal?
Exactly. I didn't want to know what's behind there. So.
I'll bet it sticks to your ribs, whatever it is.
Yeah.
It sticks to something.
All right, Big Tom. You have a good day, man.
You too. Appreciate the call. Telling people to get down on their knees. Tell you what. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Let's say hello here to James on the Tom Leykis show.
What's going on, Dad?
Do a little radio show, son.
Right on. Hey, Tom. I wanted to speak on this for a little. I'm actually considering joining the force and hopefully joining the SWAT. And some friends knew about that. And I got an email talking about some news story about women trying to demand their spot in the SWAT force. Now,
it goes beyond that. It goes beyond that. The police chief of Los Angeles, Bill Bratton, he says he'll do whatever he has to do to give women the opportunity to be in the SWAT force, and I imagine that includes making the testing easier so the little ladies don't have to break a nail.
You know what? That's very much true. Just to give you a little backstory on me, I'm actually a combat veteran, served in the 82nd, and you know what? Most women who served, I mean, they even know that they shouldn't even be there.
I know.
You know what I mean?
Believe me, I know.
ridiculous, Tom.
It is indeed, James.
Hey, can you do me a favor? Take me out with the Bong Rip Thank You, Jesus, with the African dance in the background?
I'll see what I can do for you. Here you go.
Thank you, Jesus.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
I'm not paying anybody's student loans off. I'm not paying anybody's car payments. I'm not helping anybody pay the mortgage on their grandmother's house. I'm not doing it.
Damn straight, Tom. Preach it. It's the Tom Leykis Show.
It's the Tom Leykis Show, coming to you from the belly of the beast, Hollywood, California. My home now for almost 20 years. 1-800-5800-TOM. That's our telephone number. Wide open telephones on the Tom Leykis Show. Jeff is calling from Portland, Oregon, home of the other white meat on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Jeff.
What's happening, man?
Let's do a radio show here.
Hey, I just wanted to call and find out what your opinion was of Bubba the Love Sponge on satellite radio.
What is my opinion of Bubba the Love Sponge?
Yeah.
Well, Bubba has said nothing but nice things about me, so I have nothing but nice things to say about him.
Awesome. Yeah, it's I pretty much listen to his show, I don't know, at least, 3-4 days a week, and anytime I hear him speak of the top radio guys, he puts you right up there.
He's always been very positive, and I've always appreciated it.
Cool, man. Hey, can you take me out Steve Irwin style?
Oh, that would be tasteless, of course.
One bite from him, and it's all over. Yo! Oh, crikey.
What happened to the mix on that? I don't think it's the same as it's always been. It's weird now. His voice is drowned out. No, something weird happened to it. These things happen sometimes. I told you we've got one sound effect in there that was clearly taken off an air check where I can hear the caller being hung up on in the middle of the... And it confuses me because every time we play this particular sound effect, I think I just hung up on the caller too soon. Because I hear the clunk and it's in the sound effect. Which one is it? It's the explosion. The bomb? I think it's the bomb. No, it's not the bomb. What are some of the more common ones we use here? It's one we use all the time. No, it's not Kobe. No. It's one of the sound effects we play a lot, though, because I hear this clunk. It's not in African tribal style. It could be a bong hit. Yeah, which one do we use most commonly? No. Not that one. No. No, not that one. Now, there was something in there that didn't belong there, but I think that was on the original recording. Yeah, what? I don't know. No. No.
No cough. No cough.
Not that one.
Tom?
Nope. I don't know. Next time it comes up, I will point it out to you. He's playing Steve Irwin again.
One bite from him, and it's all over.
Sounds speeded up for one thing.
Oh, crikey.
That's faster than the original. It's faster. I'm telling you, it's faster. It's speeded up. Sounds wrong. Dead serious. But there is... No, I don't think Lacey Peterson is the one with the clunk. I don't know. It's not Freddie Wilhite.
Sure.
No, it's not Freddie Wilhite. It's one that plays more. You just wanted to play it.
I shot my wife in the stomach with 38.
Why did you do this?
She enticed me, and she ridiculed me throughout my lifetime. I'll see if she's alive. You alive? Yeah. I think she's dead.
It's a good one, but it doesn't have the clunk in it. I don't know. All right, it'll come up. Someone will ask me to take it out some style, and I'm going to hear it again. I'll let you know. All right, I will point it out. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Craig on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
I don't like you. You're kind of mad.
You're mad?
You kind of talk about bad things.
Because I talk about bad things.
You're not. You talk about negative things like adult things.
Dark things.
Adult things.
May I ask how old you are, Craig?
29.
What do you do for a living?
Nothing.
I'm not surprised. And so how do you pay the cost of your rent and food? Where does that come from?
Marbridge. I live in a dorm.
You live in a dorm? So you're attending a college?
Yeah.
What college are you attending?
A fun college.
A fun college? What's the name of the college?
It's Marbridge Foundation. It's a school with gifted people.
Oh, gifted. You're gifted.
Uh-huh.
I see. What gifts do you have? Can you tell us about that?
I have autism.
Oh, so you're a gifted person.
Yes.
I see. And so you listen to radio programs like this, and you have autism.
Yeah, I like to listen to it on the web. I love that website. Your website is hot, nice.
Yeah, but you don't like the show.
You talk about things.
Things, yes, every day, every hour.
And it's inappropriate things.
Like what?
Sexual things.
Sexual things.
Why aren't you a Christian?
What's that?
Are you a Christian?
No, I'm not.
Oh,
that hurt.
No, I'm not, Craig.
Why?
Why are you a Christian?
I like God.
Well, there you go.
I'm moral.
I see. So when's the last time you had sex?
I need to find a girl.
Well, but you're Christian. You're not supposed to be having sex.
I don't.
So have you ever had sex?
I like playing with myself sometimes.
Oh boy. I mean with a girl. Have you ever been with a girl?
No.
Why not?
I don't know. I like girls.
You like girls, but you don't want to be with them.
But I want to do it sexually. Help me find a girl. Where do you find girls?
You just said you're Christian. You're not supposed to be with girls. You're supposed to be celibate until marriage, right, Craig?
Uh-huh.
So you don't need a girl right now.
You're atheist.
Yes, I am.
Ooh. That's kind of not a good thing. I don't know.
Why not?
You don't have Jesus.
I don't believe that Jesus exists.
He does.
Prove it.
The Bible.
It doesn't prove anything. There's a book by Herman Melville called Moby Dick. Is there a whale named Moby Dick?
Well, Moby has a... Moby... he didn't get me.
By the way, does your roommate maybe have Tourette's syndrome? You can put him on.
No.
Just checking. Yeah, I mean, is there a whale named Moby Dick?
Well, Moby...
Can't say that on the air. Come on.
Oop. I meant what I meant was...
And then you're all upset. You're all upset about what I say on the air. You can't say things like that.
Oh, well, I'm an adult.
You're an adult, but it doesn't mean you can say those things on the radio.
Oop. I didn't mean to. It's blocked.
Is that the things they teach you there at the Christian church, to talk like that?
No, I watch TV. I like watching junk on ice. Watch junk on TV. I like junk. I like the junk.
What are some of the favorite shows of people with autism?
Yeah.
Are there other people there at the school who have autism?
Yeah, it's an autistic school.
What are some of the favorite shows of the people with autism?
I like that part.
I just want the network programmers to get a good idea for the fall, you know, what shows you guys like.
That is a cool show.
What?
That song you're playing is a cool song.
You know what show that is?
Flip Wilson.
Flip Wilson.
And he is dead, probably.
How do you know about Flip Wilson?
He used to come on, I think he comes on Kickerland at night. I don't know. He is like old 70s.
I see. All right, and Craig, what about current shows? Do you watch any current shows? Do you watch Dancing with the Stars?
Yeah, I like it. I like TVMA. I love adult things.
You like adult things, like the Tom Leykis show?
In South Park.
Well, then why would you call it a complaint about what we do on the air if you like adult things?
It doesn't bother me.
Do you like to watch porn?
I like Girls Gone Wild. I love that.
You like what?
Girls Gone Wild.
Oh, Girls Gone Wild.
Like girls playing. I love girls playing.
By the way, I hope Joe Francis is out there. This is your target demo, Joe, right here. Is Joe in or out of prison right now?
He just got out.
He just got out?
Man, prison?
No, actually, he's still in.
He might have gone back in. I don't know. Yeah, he was in prison. The guy who created Girls Gone Wild was in prison.
What he got busted for?
Tom, I'm wondering if Craig is interested in a position as the screener for a nationally syndicated radio show. He seems like he might be suited for such a thing.
I was wondering...
I want a job like that. I want a radio show. I want a radio show.
I was wondering if you'd like to program a conservative talk radio station. We could hook that up. Maybe in Dallas, he's calling from Dallas. Maybe that Case guy needs a program director. Would you like that, Craig? Can you hook you up with that?
Yeah.
You can spend your day talking to Michael Medved on the phone about what his topics are going to be?
Probably. I like radio. I love any kind of radio. I love satellite radio. And, shortwave radio is cool.
Shortwave radio, yeah.
That's old radio. It's like kind of nice.
Back when nobody made any money in radio. It's kind of a throwback.
Uh-huh.
That's great. So, attention advertisers, you too can reach this prime demographic. Craig, it's been a pleasure. Will you call me again?
Yeah, I like you. He's a nice guy. You single?
Don't even go there with me.
The Tom Leykis Show.